Welcome to Game Out Gaming.
What's going on out there, y'all? How y'all doing out there this morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you right now? Welcome to Game Out Gaming. Thank you for joining me. This is your host, Marquez. And what we got going on right now today, we got the ultimate beginner's guide for those new people. So hopefully these tips, this little information is gonna help those who've just started out to go ahead and get going. Some things that I wish I would have known when I was new. So before we get started, make sure you guys hit that like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. If you are new, make sure you stay up to date with the latest news, tips, tricks, information, everything we got here at Game Out Gaming for Off the Grid. Go ahead and hit that notification bell and get the Discord as well. We go live every week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 10 o'clock in the morning, Pacific Standard Time. So go ahead and check us out. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video.
All right, now we're going to start off with selecting your weapons. Now, weapon selection would depend on your personal preference of guns, but now my recommendation to start off with would be either the Mavinga or the Terracon. When it comes to assault rifles, now the Terracon or the Mavinga are both excellent starter weapons. Each have excellent accuracy with a high damage output. Now, if you can get either the Terracon Maniac or the Red Mavinga, the Red Ant Mavinga, these two are the better versions of the guns and should show you positive results. Now, as for the SMGs, the best starter would be the Kite. The Kite is a high fire rate SMG and does major damage, especially when it comes to close quarters. The best thing to do though is to find out which weapon works best for you. Simply try multiple weapons. Each weapon has a different feel to it, and while some weapons are more powerful than others, each weapon has its own pros and cons. So simply try them all out. But again, the Terracon and the Mavinga, those are two great starter assault rifles, and the Kite is a great starter SMG. Setting up your loadouts are one of the most important things you can do to be successful. Now, your loadouts will consist of your most powerful limbs and weapons that you have accumulated while playing. Non-pro members have an option of 3 loadout selections, while pro members have an option of 6 loadouts to choose from. Each loadout will cost a certain amount of rips in order to be called in. The amount the loadout costs depends on factors like whether it's an epic item or not in your loadout and how many attachments you might have on your weapons. All these determine the price. Once you have collected enough rips, you will be able to call in your loadout. Now, to call in your loadout, just simply hold the button, which is the touchpad on the PS5. I believe it's the B button on PC as well. Your loadout selection will appear. Once you select the loadout that you want, you're going to need to select the target location for the drone to deliver your loadout. Now, you have to have a clear area for the drone to deliver your loadout. If there is anything preventing the drone from delivering the loadout, you're going to see a red X. Once you find a location that is suitable for the drone to deliver to, the X will turn green and you can select that and wait for your loadout. Now, in order to get inventory for your loadout, such as cosmetic items, attachments, or anything in the game, you must open up hexes. Hexes are collected and extracted from in-game. You can find hexes in several ways. Now, you can loot chests or do certain missions which will reward you with hexes. Hex rarity ranges from common to epic, and you can find a specific hex such as a limb or weapon hex which will guarantee you the specific rarity and item the hex offers, or you can find an omni hex which is a random item. Omni hexes don't guarantee a specific item but it does guarantee you at least the rarity that the hex is. However, you do have a percentage of a chance for the rarity to be greater than the hex you opened. Now, for example, you can open a common Omni hex and sometimes get either a rare or an epic hex item. Excuse me. Just depends. Now, hexes can also be taken from other players. Players who have hexes will show up on the map displaying the color of the hex they obtain. If the player that is carrying the hex is killed, they will drop the hex and anyone can pick it up. You can also steal hexes from players who are trying to extract their hex. Now, at the hex extractor, if there is a hex inside, just simply walk up to it. You will be prompted to begin the hacking. Once the hack is complete, the hex will pop out of the hex extractor, allowing you to pick it up and place it in the extractor for you and your team. Once the extractor has reached 100%, the hex is yours. You can then open the hexes at the main menu to obtain what's inside, and it does cost guns though in order to open up the hexes, and guns will be explained here shortly. The other way to get inventory is to purchase items from the marketplace. The marketplace is a player-ran store which players can put their items for sale for other players to purchase. Now, almost everything a person has can be put on sale in the marketplace for another person to purchase. So now, if you need anything, the marketplace is another way to obtain your inventory. Just make sure you have the guns for that item. Now, speaking of guns, guns are the main currency you'll be using in Off the Grid. Now, unlike rips, which is a currency only collected while in match, guns would be the currency that you use to make all your marketplace transactions. Guns can be collected in several ways, but the main way is by simply playing the game. Guns will be collected based on your performance in game. So the more activities you do, the more guns you collect. Everything from doing missions to opening up loot chests to getting kills all determines the amount of guns you will collect once the match is over. So the more you do, the more you collect. Another way to obtain guns would be to put your items up for sale on the marketplace. You can place most of your items that you have for sale on the marketplace for guns. Just simply go to your inventory to select something that you want to put up for sale. You can select how long you want it on the marketplace, anywhere from 1 day to 30 days. In order to place any item for sale, there is a transaction fee that you must pay up front. And it does depend on the price you set for your item and the amount of days that you want to post it for. You will see what the price is before posting your item, so you can see if you want to pay that or not. And if your item sells, your transaction fee is returned to you.
Well, that's gonna do it for today's video, everyone. If there's something I missed, make sure to leave that in the comments and I'll be sure to get back to you personally. And yeah, just keep in mind that with practice, you're gonna get better at everything in the game. The movement, the weapons, the limbs, that's not really gonna matter because you're gonna be good with a variety of items. So keep that in mind, but go ahead and try out different weapons to see which one fits your play style. Hope everyone finds use in this guide here. Hope you have a good rest of your night. And until next time, y'all, game out.